Hi, everybody. Okay, we're going to try to be brief today because we're really busy up here at both store locations, but I wanted to come on and give you some tips and tricks for your pets because we've all forgotten what it's like to have pets in snow. It's been so long since we've had any measurable snow, and certainly we have it on the way. And we have been seeing customers come in by the handfuls looking for things to keep their pets busy in the snow. And we know we're going to get some tonight. How much is a question that we won't know until after it's on the ground. So I wanted to tell you things that we have. If you wanted to swing by both of our store locations, I can promise you that we will be open tonight at least until about 5 or 6 o'clock. I would recommend after that to call us and see, but we are going to try to stay open as long as we possibly can. I do anticipate we'll have a delayed opening in the morning, of course, depending upon what falls overnight. So definitely call before you come if you want to check and see if we're open, because I want you to not have to make a trip expecting us to be open. We will also be posting to social media what our hours are going to be. I just kind of want to wait and see before I ask my staff to go out. I want to make sure that the roads are clear and want to make sure that they have the capability to get to the store safely before just putting out that we're going to be there. So call if you're going to head this way. Call before you head this way. We're definitely open till it starts coming down, and then after that, call. That's what I can promise. If you've placed an order for delivery, we will have our delivery truck going out today. We're going to split it up into 2 delivery trucks out to shorten their amount of time. So all deliveries should be made by about 3 o'clock is my hope. And so be on the lookout for your delivery. If you want a delivery, we will cut off our deliveries at 1 o'clock today. And that's a firm 1 o'clock. So if it gets posted after 1 o'clock, we're going to see what happens tomorrow. We may or may not be able to get it out to you tomorrow, depending on how much snow falls. So if you want to make sure your pet food gets there, please place an order today before 1 o'clock so that I can get my delivery drivers out by 1 o'clock and get them back in by 3 o'clock so that they're safely not out on the roads navigating all of this mess and navigating everybody trying to get home early too to avoid the storm. Okay, my first trick today, I'm doing personally, but I recommend you do right now. Get a tarp, or if you don't have a tarp, if you have some really heavy, thick, black trash bags, and lay them down in the areas that creates a path for your dog out into the yard to go potty. Very simple to do. You can get some heavy rocks or bricks to put down on top of them to kind of hold them steady so wind doesn't blow them and make them pointless, but create a path from your back door down to where your pet goes potty so that once the snow has fallen, you can lift up those covers, dust off the snow, and allow your pet to have a clean space to go potty. Very easy trick. It's out there all over the social media right now. I have seen a lot of people sharing it this morning, but that is a very easy way to make it easier for your pet to get out to go potty. Make sure they're not getting ice on their feet. Make sure they're not slipping and sliding. For dachshunds, that can be very dangerous because of their backs, but it's dangerous for all pets for a myriad of reasons. So definitely put down those tarps or the thick, heavy plastic bags. Then the next thing you can do, and again, this is a little bit more difficult and takes a little bit more elbow grease this morning, but you can get a kiddie pool and you can put grass pieces in it, or you can get a piece of AstroTurf and put that in your garage, and you can use that as a potty place for your little tiny dogs who maybe don't want to go out in the cold, or for a dog that perhaps you can't get outside, maybe you don't have a tarp. That's another good potty option for your pet as a good temporary move. Now moving on, keeping pets nice and warm and toasty on days like this. If you're going to warm something maybe heating up a little bit of bone broth. If you heat it up in the microwave, definitely make sure it's a temperature that's not too warm. You want it to actually be warm and not hot. And I recommend sticking your finger all the way in it to make sure that it doesn't burn your finger. And if it's heated in the microwave, you want to make sure you stir it and make sure that heat is transferred all over the product, because sometimes you can get hot spots with microwaved items where certain spots are really hot. And of course, you don't want to burn your pet. So if your pet's been outside and they're really chilly, it is a very quick way to warm them up, is to warm up a little bit of bone broth and give that to them as a nice little treat, but it also will help give them some body warmth as well. Now, we do have a little bit of paw thaw left at both store locations. And when I say a little bit, I think we have one jug and one big bag here. And then we have a jug of something called Traction Magic, which is lava rock that's ground up and does give a lot of good traction. So definitely come up. That's at our Battleground location. I know we have some still left at our High Point Road store as well. Unfortunately, we cannot deliver it after 1 o'clock. So if you're in need of it, call the store ahead to make sure where we have it in stock still, so we can direct you to the location that still has it in stock. So paw thaw, that is paw safe ice melt. Regular salt can corrode and cause burns, and it can also cause cuts on the bottom of paws. Ways to avoid that: if maybe your complex or your parking lot has been salted, you want to make sure you keep a couple of things on hand. Treatment balm, which we have this at both store locations, that you put on their feet before they go out. This will help protect them. And when they get back, you want to clean their feet with wipes, with grooming wipes, to get all of that salt off and make sure that you keep their paws as safe as possible. Do not let them lick their paws with that salt on there. That can be dangerous. So definitely make sure you're aware if they've trampled through some salt, that you're proactive and remove it from their paws. So be very careful about paws. If they get ice between their feet, definitely inspect their feet when they come in. I mean, they can get icicles between their toes. That can be quite painful. So definitely inspect all their paws when they come back in from walking out in the snow and ice. My dogs just won't walk in the snow and ice. We have plenty of raincoats and water resistant coats, so that if your pet has to go out and it is snowing, it can make it a little bit more comfortable for them. We also have warm fleecy coats and a lot of new sweaters here at Battleground that we just put out if you need something to keep them nice and toasty warm, both inside and outside. It's never a bad idea to have some sweaters and coats on hand, because you could lose power. And if you lose power, you want a way to keep your pet nice and warm even when you're inside. So coats and sweaters are a great way to be able to do that. Now let's talk. Oh, and one other way to keep them warm. Of course, this doesn't work when the power's out, but this is a microwavable bed warmer. So you heat this up in the microwave, and then you can set it inside a bed to help make the bed a little bit more toasty warm. It stays warm up to 12 hours. So again, a nice little way to help keep your pet's bed a little bit warmer, make them a little bit more comfortable. Now, ways to keep them busy. Your kitty cat friends. Obviously, you want to keep your kitty cats inside. This is a hunting feeder, and this is a fun little way to place around a room, and maybe up and around, down, hidden in places, so your cat can hunt. And a nice stimulating activity for your kitty cat keeps them from getting bored. And of course, that boredom can lead to aggression and behaviors we don't really like in kitty cats. So this is always a great product for kitty cats, especially kitty cats that are kept indoors exclusively. But a great one for when it snows, even for those kitty cats that are usually indoor, outdoor. Maybe they need something to help keep them a little bit busier. And to that manner, for dogs, we have plenty of puzzles. That's a great thing to do when you can't get out and walk or can't go to the dog park. Puzzles are a great stimulation for pets. We have a few puzzles up here that you can put treats in and they can figure out. Another good activity, or Stuffable toys. This is a knuckle sandwich. You fill it from behind with their kibble or some small treats, and they knock it around and it falls out. This is a topple. You stuff it. You can stuff it with wet food. You can stuff it with kibble. You can stuff it with yogurt, goat milk, green juju, all kinds of fun things. You can build your topple. We do sell topple stoppers, so you can put it in this hole and put it in the freezer, or even just feed it to them after you've stuffed it with peanut butter, something to work on. And then after they've used it and emptied it as much as they can put it in the top rack of your dishwasher, and it'll get out anything that they did not get out, and you can use it all over again. These Hive chew toys are another great thing. They are also stuffable. Put peanut butter, rub peanut butter down in the middle. You can do all kinds of fun things with this. And then some of our natural chews. We have beef cheeks, which last a really long time for most dogs. I have to qualify that because some dogs will chew them up fast, but these are pretty durable. Then we have collagen braids. These are a nice long-lasting chew for most dogs as well. We have them in smaller sizes. I just got a bigger size so you guys could see. Great chews. One of our favorite long-lasting chews are these Yak 9 chews. They come in all different flavors. This is the strawberry, and also another really popular long-lasting chew. And when they get to the end of it, you can soak it and put it in the microwave and puff it up to make a nice little popcorn chew, so you can use all of it. So this is another really popular chew toy. So there you go, some tips and tricks for your pets to keep them a little bit more entertained in the midst of all that's going to be happening over the next 24 hours. We're, of course, all anticipating what's going to fall and what's going to happen. And we're so glad that everybody's coming out ahead of the storm. We've definitely been extremely busy at both store locations the last 2 days. I will say, if you come to either store and you encounter a line or are not assisted by one of our representatives, it's truly because we are experiencing very, very high volume. And we're grateful for that. We're glad everybody's coming out and getting what they need for their pets, but be patient with my staff because they are working really hard. Yesterday, we were all out on the floor helping because we were so busy. And again, we're really happy that you come out and see us. Just be patient with us and give us a moment because we are busy. And our phones are working overtime too. So we're trying to grab as many calls as we can. But if for some reason you don't get us on the phone, just try us again in a few minutes. We may get freed up. So come in and visit us, both store locations. Again, I can guarantee we'll be open until 3. We'll make some decisions after that. I'm going to try to stay open until 6 at both store locations. But again, I'm just going to see how it starts falling and make the decision from there. I want to keep my staff safe. And of course, that is most priority to me. So if you are getting down on your pet food and you know you're low, come out sooner versus later to get your pet food, because I would really like to make sure that your pets get to eat during all of this snow, and pick up a special treat for them to keep them busy in the midst of not being able to go outside and play. Although if you have a husky like Nicole, I think you probably are going to have to be dragging them back inside. They're going to shine in this season. So you guys stay safe today. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We're here to help you. Please give us a call if you need anything specific. We can tell you what's in stock. Thanks, guys, and have a great Friday evening with all this snow. Enjoy.